Okay, I just woke up those two. Oh my god. I'm struggling to breathe. I'm very excited after this episode. It's a good episode, but it had completely nothing to do with the actual storyline or anything. It's because they mentioned Beethoven. Oh. Literally right at the start of the episode. Oh, by the way, this is Doctor Who Review. Welcome. So at the start of the episode, it was Doctor, and he was flicking through the records, and it came across Beethoven's 5th Symphony. It was awesome! I'm just really happy because they mentioned Beethoven. And then at the end, he claimed that he composed the 5th Symphony. Symphony? Yeah. Well done. That was best Doctor episode ever. Beethoven. Just Beethoven. All in all, this episode was a very, very good. I really liked this episode, but it wasn't as I'd expected it. It really felt like it was on for about 10 minutes because it just felt really short, like it went really quickly because kind of had a basic Doctor Who ending to it, like not that complicated, but you know, like there are some things about time travel, but they're more basic to the other ones, like paradoxes and stuff like that. They kind of left all that out in this one, yet still making it complicated but easy to understand. Get me? Do you get me? I don't know, I can't explain it. So I just need to clear something up. These episodes, the two that I've been talking about, they're not written by, what's his name? Destroyer of Lives. Stephen Moffat, there we go. Yeah. He's the head of it, so he's still to blame for the two-parters, but he didn't write it, so, you know, yeah. Before I go blaming everything on Moffat again, I'm just going to stop myself and make it clear that he didn't do it. So the last episode ended with a very annoying cliffhanger with, so the Doctor went, he's saying, I'm going to save you, Clara, don't worry, and then Clara's like, it's okay, the Doctor will save us, and then they see the ghost of the Doctor outside and it looks hella creepy, like his eyes are just like, ooh, and it's really creepy, and then it just ends and just says next time. I was like, really? Another two-parter? So annoyed. So it started off as like, you know, Clara and everyone, they're talking about stuff, and then they get a call from the Doctor, and Clara's like, what? He's still alive? So she answers it, and she's like, so you're okay? And he's like, what? Yeah, of course I am. So he knows nothing about the ghost, like he doesn't know that he is gonna have to die for that, whatever, that, yeah, that makes sense, sure. So then they're talking and everything, and the ghost comes in, and that made me jump so much. Just I was like, whoa, was not expecting that. Just like jump scare on the FNAF level, jump scare, very high. So then the Doctor's understanding, you know, he is gonna have to die to save Clara and everything, but I think her name was Cass? I'm not really good at remembering non-main character names unless they're really awesome. They're funny, like they have tons of funny lines. I don't know, they didn't say the name that much in the episode. I think her name was Cass, and she was signing that the Doctor was saying everyone's names, and then she was saying someone else's names that they didn't know, but that was, you know, when we saw the ghost of the man with the top hat, and I was like, is that Abraham Lincoln? What? No, it's okay, it's not Abraham Lincoln, we've cleared that up, it's fine. He looks, you know, like in the hotel episode with the, it begins with an M, with the 11th Doctor, and like you think of what you're scared of or something like that, and it's in the room. The Minotaur, that one. It looks like the David Williams character, like the little rat, he's like that. It looks like that, combined with Abraham Lincoln. Like if that character and Abraham Lincoln had a kid. How? What? No. Yeah, basically they meet him and they see the Fisher King's dead, and basically Fisher King enslaved his kind but he's dead, and he's dead right there on the tomb. There's no writing on the tomb yet. Tomb, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to call it a tomb, okay? So then the Doctor and the two others go back to the TARDIS, and they're okay. They talk to Clara and everything. Then they come back, and he's dead. He's lying there, and the writing is on the wall. So the Fisher King has left it on the wall. So the character is called the Fisher King, and that's the one who's making all the ghosts and everything. And the noises he makes sounds like my dad when he's snoring. Because my dad snores really loud. Shout out to my dad, by the way. Hi. He just snores all really loud. My mum said it as well. But basically they understand what they have to do, and then they get out of the TARDIS and they hear noises. Well, no, they by the tomb and they hear noises. So they go back to the TARDIS, and then they're hearing the noises again. So they're trying to get back to the TARDIS. I keep combining words. What is wrong with me? TARDIS. It's like a car and a TARDIS. TARDIS. Well, okay, whatever. So they try to get to the TARDIS, but they get cut off. So they have to go another way. And the girl, I don't know what her name was, is an idiot. I mean, has she watched Scooby-Doo? She said, oh, something like that, split up, or they went separate ways. So the Doctor and their mother, that other one, had a smart idea, stick together, that's fine, barricading themselves in the room. The other one, where the hell is she going? I'm like, what are you doing? You're as dumb as the people in Scooby-Doo. It's just like, let's all split up for looking for clues. Like, you know that in a horror movie or Scooby-Doo, same thing, you're gonna get killed if you split up, okay? It just happens. And yeah, she gets killed by the snoring man, Fisher King thing. And then there's like a, the typical love moment where she dies, and the other one, oh, he had a crush on her, and then he's like holding her hand, and then they're like, ah. And then what makes it a typical Doctor Who moment is the Doctor just knew she was going to die anyway, because it was the order of the names that the ghost of the Doctor was saying. It's just, it always happens. It's like with Rory and Amy, like Rory gets angry with the Doctor, so then he gets angry with the Doctor, and then they go back to the TARDIS, and then they're completely fine. It happens all the time. It's called loving Doctor Who, okay? It just happens. Back to the TARDIS, try and leave, and it doesn't work. So he's saying stuff like, oh, I'm gonna save Clara Oswald, nothing can stop me, and the TARDIS stops working. Great. We're in a video. So the TARDIS stops, they get out of the TARDIS and they see another TARDIS and another one of themselves. So the Doctor is stuck in his time loop thing, or bobbity thing, wibbly wobbly time-wimey thing, whatever, I can't remember the name. Yeah, whatever. So, like, how do I explain this? You know when they say, like, if you go back in time and you meet yourself, you can't go and just like introduce yourself to your past self. It's like that. So they couldn't have any interaction with their past self. I think they went half an hour into the past, and they had to wait until time caught up until they could do something. So like they saw them talking to the Abraham Lincoln David Williams guy, and because the other one saw the girl that he loved and she was still alive, he went to go talk to her or warn her or something like that, and then the Doctor grabbed him and like pulled him back, and that made a noise, and the past selves turned around because they noticed him. So then they couldn't do that, they couldn't have any interaction with them. So then the Doctor sends the other one to the TARDIS and saying he's gonna have to speak with the Fisher King. Lovely conversation. King really did remind me of the Minotaur from that episode. So a lot of inspiration from that episode, I'd say, even though it probably just looks like that to me, because that is just usually what happens. I'm just weird like that. But then the doctor's talking with him and everything, and then the doctor outsmarts him, of course he does, of course, every episode, yeah. And we know he's not gonna die because, well, it's a whole series. It's the next time trailer, it's fine. Have you seen the series trailer? He's fine, he's not gonna die. There's no panic whatsoever. So then we cut to the bit where Clara and Cass and that other one, so they come to the other man, and he's like, no, why did you come, you stupid people, go, because the ghosts are there, and then they all come out the walls, which really made me jump, as well as the other time that they made me jump, and they all come in, right, and I go, whoa, and then the tomb thing, my bob, I'm calling it a tomb, don't shout at me, starts to open, and they're like, oh my god, it's so scary, whoa. And they get really scared and everything, and then like, what's going on, whoa, and the doctor appears in his sonic sunglasses. Now, the other thing I have to talk to, what's with this hashtag bring back the sonic screwdriver? I do want to bring it back because it's really cool, but I think we should keep the sonic sunglasses as well, because I know everyone's like, oh, why do you want to change it and everything, but if you kept stuff the same, life would be so boring. You need to change it. They probably are going to bring it back. It's only temporary, hopefully. So don't worry, just deal with it, okay? Deal with it. So then he says a funny line, as usual, and then they get out and they use the hologram trick on the ghosts again, which tricked the ghosts to go into the room, and they're locked in there. And then the doctor erases the memory of the inscription, like the words on the tomb that they saw, using the sonic sunglasses. It's gotta say, Clara was looking pretty cool with those sonic sunglasses on. She was just like, yeah. So yeah. So then basically that's it. The memory's gone, but he said also you might lose memory, like people you're at school with, addresses, and then I think he said something like ability to drink liquids. It's like you forget how to drink a cup of water, just like, how do I do this? It'd be like a simulator game, like a really hard to control simulator game, like Surgeon Simulator. You'd be like everywhere, like. All in all, I absolutely love this episode. I may or may not be saying this just because they mentioned Beethoven. I'm just going to leave that to, you know, you to give your own opinion on that, because, you know, I'm just really happy that they mentioned Beethoven, because Beethoven is my favourite composer. My favourite piece of classical music is Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven, and Beethoven's awesome. And then to makes it even awesome, like 10 times more awesome, the doctor said he's had an arm wrestle with Beethoven, and he played Symphony No. 5 on his electric guitar. Well done, well done. That was amazing. I give this episode 100 out of 100 of Infinity and Beyond because Beethoven. All in all, this episode was funny. Again, not as funny as the first 2 episodes because Missy wasn't there, and then it lost even more humour from the last episode. There wasn't as much in this episode, which was upsetting, but it was still a brilliant episode. It managed to have a basic like sort of thing about time and everything and the time travel, so the younger audience or new audience can understand, yet still making it complicated enough for the long-time fans to enjoy. So it was for everybody, like no matter if you're new or you've loved the show since you were born. My camera has moved, so thanks for watching. This has been Rockshot 1002. Bye.